would have thought that I will experience my first anime convention where I also got to sell and cosplay at the same time. So last week, January 15, the outlets at Lipa held the first biggest cosplay event in Batangas, and they also looked for exhibitors/artists who would like to sell at the event. So I didn't hold back, since it has always been my dream to be a part of an artist alley where I can also sell my artwork. And what I did is I contacted them despite the very short prep time, which is only less than a week, and they told me that I got a slot. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how I prepped for this con and the things that I should do next time I attend another artist alley. First thing I did is making a list of the items that I want to sell. For me, those are handmade keychains, stickers, art prints, and bookmarks. Second is figuring out things that I need to do or purchase to make the items. Since my keychains are handmade, then I would need clay and metal findings. For the art prints and stickers and bookmarks, all I need would be paper and Photoshop. Now the third is planning how I would design my table for the actual event. So I bought a wire grid panel so I can hang my prints and keychains, and also for people to see my display from far away. And I also bought a cloth for the table so it'll look presentable. I also brought random organizers for my prints. So I have this initial sketch of how I would like my table to look like, and here you can see the actual table set up on the event. I have more clips of the table set up, but first I would like to show you some glimpse of me working on the merch. Hey guys, so it's currently 12:59 in the midnight, and it's January 12th. So today's January 12th, and the con is on January 15th, and I need to finish these clay keychains. I'm currently making Makima, and yeah, so I just have a bunch of stuff that I need to finish, and it's currently messy right now. It's super messy, and I'm totally behind my schedule, and just, yeah, so here's Pochita. This is the first Pochita that I made, and I'm giving it a 3 out of 10 because of, yeah, well, it looks wonky, but yeah. I made another 2 Pochita, which I am also going to bring to the con, and that's it.
Whatever. I don't care if you know they don't like them. You can go f*** yourself.
Fuck life, let's dance. I don't care what Tony's haters think of me.
Whatever.
Let's leave for Wednesday. Hey, we dance. I don't care what they think of me. I couldn't care less.
Then see me in your dreams.
I'm so sorry for such a bad POV, but we were setting up the table here and we were really nervous. Me and my boyfriend are both introverts, so attending this event was such a huge leap for us. I would like to thank Aya and Mike for showing up and helping us setting up the table, and we really had no idea what we were doing, so I'm grateful that they were there the whole time to help us with the booth. Also, shout out to my friends who supported me even from far away and who cheered me on, and to my dad who drove us to the event, and to my sister who also helped with selling my merch. You guys are amazing and I can't thank you enough. The setup didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but for my first con, I can say that we did a good job. We thought of this gimmick of letting people play our claw machine for a chance to win prizes, but the outlets were too loose for the plug, so we just scrapped it. It was raining a lot and we were worried that only a few people will arrive, but lo and behold, there were a lot of cosplayers and people in general who were at the event. I was losing my mind at this point because there were just a lot of awesome cosplayers, and to be honest, I was more excited to see cosplayers than selling my own merch. And since I was cosplaying as Kobeni, I made sure to look for the rest of the Chainsaw Man characters and took a lot of pictures with them. Now back to the booth. I forgot to mention that you need to make sure that you have loose change for people with larger bills. It was one of the problems that I faced during the event, and it would save you a lot of time and headache, and people wouldn't have to stare at you for too long waiting for their change. Another thing you need to keep in mind is the packaging for the sold items. I was using my own paper wrappers, and the only problem is I didn't have enough time to prepare it before the event. So people had to wait for a few seconds to get their items since I had to prep the bags first. You can also use plastic sheets as an alternative, but I didn't want to add more to the waste, so paper bag it is. Also, thank you to Roy Rocks Librada. He gave me stickers of Kobeni and Denji, and I was even more ecstatic when I found out that he was the one who drew it. We are almost at the end of the event, and I wasn't expecting it to be so successful. All of the sleepless nights were worth it, and that day was definitely one of the best days of my life. A lot of people came to my booth and took almost all of the stickers and art prints. I just want to say that you guys are amazing, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. My table was almost empty by the end of the event, and people were piling up in front of us, and I thought I was going to lose my mind, but we managed to pull through. We were very tired by the end of the day, but we also had a lot of fun. So if you're watching because you're going to sell your art at a con, or you're planning to in the future, keep in mind the things that I mentioned earlier, and if you can, please have at least 2 to 3 weeks of prep time, because I kid you not, 1 week is not enough, especially if you're going to prepare everything from scratch. You're going to be super tired, but one thing I'm sure of is you're going to have a lot of fun, and also please bring someone with you to help with the booth, because at some point you'll need to go to the bathroom or have a water break. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and let me know if you have other tips for artists who'd like to sell at conventions. So yeah, I guess that's it. enjoy the rest of the video.
My heart is growing every time I'm holding your hand, but I'm too scared to say